Today, you are being given a new opportunity. As we step into this new year, God is doing something new. And I know it's something that you've heard before. I know it's something that you've aspired to, that you've put your hope and your heart into. And maybe you found it to be true. And in other cases, maybe you found that it let you down. But the validity of the statement still stands. God invites you to something new today. And in this year, I believe that anybody who is watching this video, especially if you are part of the movement that Valley of the Heroic entails, I believe that this word is for you. As we step forward into 2026, one word that keeps returning into my heart is the word restore. Restore is a word that carries such weight, both when referencing into the past that it is restoring, and also when looking into the future potential that could come. Restoring carries within it the significance of being able to look at what was lost and yet still looking forward into what can come as we move forward. And I believe that many of you are in a position, in a place where God is calling you to restoration. This might mean a personal thing for you. It might mean a restoration internally of your heart, where God goes back in and does a beautiful surgery that brings out a newness of life inside of you. It might be external, where God is restoring to you things that were lost and taken away from you in a season where you were being changed. Whatever the case may be, understand this, that when God calls you to a season of restoration, it is His hand that does the restoring. You see, so many times when it comes to restoration, we think, oh, what is it that I need to do? How do I take this old and worn out life and bring it back to a place where it feels alive and bright, vibrant again? And listen, there is so much creativity and beauty inside of your hands. There is so much ability, so much change that is possible with your voice, with your handiwork, with your thoughts being put into something. And yet the truth of the matter is that is nothing in comparison to the wonderful newness of life that God, at His words, at His hand, in His thoughts, can bring to your life. This is a healing year. A year where God begins to take the things that are in broken waters and rises them back up again so that we can breathe fresh air. This is a year where God takes the things that you thought were dead, the things that you thought would never come back, and He says, it's time for you to pick that back up again. This is the year where the words that He spoke over your life that you gave up on, that you said, there's no way this is going to come true, God. That you've maybe turned your back on, not because you wanted to, but because so much time has passed. This is the year where restoration occurs. And again, it is by His hand and His hand alone. So what do we do? How do we step into it? 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10 says this: and after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to His eternal glory in Christ, will Himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. Will Himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. You see, the thing about a word that has not come into fruition is that you start to feel like you are living on shaky ground. You start to feel like the things that you believed God would do in your life are no longer a safe place for you because you believed wholeheartedly in them and you didn't see them come to pass in the way and in the time frame that you thought it would happen. And yet what God is saying, I believe, for this year over your life is that He's not only going to restore all that was lost in that time frame, but He is going to take you and establish you by the firmness and the fruit of His word spoken over your life. God is going to strengthen what was weakened by pressure. He is going to steady what was shaken by the transitions that you faced. He is going to see all of the time that you felt like you fell apart so loudly before this world, and you felt like you were a bad testimony to his word. And he's going to say, hey, hold on. I was just waiting for my time frame. Because here's the thing. Many of you were faithful. Many of you kept showing up. Many of you did not allow the time that passed to wear you out completely. There was still a remnant, not only of you, the people who believed, but also remnants inside of your heart of belief that God said, hey, there's my mustard seed. I can work with that. And so God is going to take our mustard seed, and this is the year where restoration begins to move mountains in your life. If you believe it, I want you to receive it today. Notice the order of 1 Peter 5, verse 10. There is suffering, there is endurance, and then there is restoration. Restoration does not erase the process you went through. In fact, many times the process that we went through is the reason by which we can now receive that restoration. Many of you wanted God to restore you with speed, and instead, God is restoring you with depth. God has within you placed a depth, a firmness, a resoluteness before him that he will use mightily for his glory. This is the year that fruit begins to come out in your life. This is the year where you are not simply a hero by name, but you are a hero by action, because we begin to emulate the power and the profoundness of his beauty in our lives. So this year, let God heal what needs to be healed. Let God strengthen what needs to be strengthened. Let God move in the things that he needs to move in. Because when God is the one who restores, when he is the one that restores, he doesn't just bring you back where you were. He establishes you deeper than you've ever been. 2026 is not about momentum. It's about restoration. And I want you to receive that today. Guys, if this video blessed you, make sure that you drop a comment down below letting us know that you're receiving this. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you guys. Peace. 2026, your year of restoration.